Yeah, what's going on, y'all? Y'all know what it is. We got The Gifted, episode 12. It was called Home, and I'm about to break it down the episode for you. Give your boy a recap, just in case you missed it. You know what I'm saying? I got you. Alright, so in this episode, we start off with Blank and her little sister Lily in a little flashback showing about how she grew up, and it was just they grew up in a bad environment, pretty much real abusive foster home, and people really didn't care. They were just about keeping the kids there just to get that money. You know what I'm saying? Then we go back into the regular time, and pretty much this episode is you get Polaris. She is working with both sides. She's working with the team, and she's working with the inner circle. She dropping the clips off information from here and there about what's going on. And then you got Lauren and her mom Caitlin. Well, before then you got Lauren. She was trying to crack the codes to that music box, and she's still doing that. Then she get with her mom. Her mom want to go get some help from her brother Danny in the ATL because he Homeland Security, and they thinking maybe that can go down to help. So they doing that. Then the other team, we got Blank, we got Thunderbird, and we got Eclipse. They trying to get together with the Warlocks, and they trying to get together with the Underground. Cause right now that the inner circle's too much for them, so they trying to join first forces, get everybody together and hit them up. So they gonna have a meeting with everybody together, like the top heads from the Underground, Erg with them from the Warlocks, and they trying to come up with a plan. So then you got Polaris. She's trying to snoop around and trying to find out any information she can from these new recruits on they secret mission, but that's not really giving coming through. She ain't getting no information. Ain't nobody really talking to her. And then the triplets, they was briefing them about the mission, and she kind of overheard a little bit, and she started asking them stuff. And one dude, he was like, "Nah, but we about to go slay the dragon." So she was like, "Slay the dragon." She thought about it for a minute. Then she knew her homegirl, Evangelina. She breathed fire, and she got talents. So she thought the hit was on them. So she calls up Eclipse, and I'm like, "Yo, Evangelina's in trouble. You got to get to her." So they're like, "All right." They on their way. So while that's going on, it go back to Caitlin, Lauren, and they meet up with their brother Danny in the ATL, but he thought they was dead, and cause he worked for Homeland, they trying to get some information, and he don't know if he can do it and stuff like that. So he said he gonna go over there and he's gonna give it a shot. And then you got the Cuckoos trying to tell Andy, like, yo, if your sister don't want to join the team, I mean, we can use her powers and we can kind of convince her, we can get it there. And he wasn't really feeling that, you know what I'm saying? So he was talking to Polaris about it, and Polaris was like, nah, that's a no-go for me. He said, because that mind control, all that stuff, man, that's going to just lead to more problems, and they're going to realize that they're being controlled after a while. And he was like, well, wouldn't you want to do that? You can get Eclipse here. He can join the team. Then y'all can be here together and y'all won't have to sneak off. And she like, nah, because I know this ain't what he want. You know what I'm saying? It's just like certain things you just don't do. And he was kind of thinking about it. So then the team get there to where the hit was supposed to take place. And they got there late. You know what I mean? So, and all the mutants from the underground that they was trying to go and talk to, they got hit up. They all dead, you know what I'm saying? And you got everybody moping around. And Blinks, she's talking to Thunderbird, and she's telling him how she grew up and all abusive and about her girl Lily. Then you find out what happened to them. They have a real flashback real quick, and they show that Lily go back inside the house after her and Blinks ran away and wound up getting killed, you know what I'm saying? So Blinks had to run off by herself, so she was just like, yo, she's tired of losing people. She's tired of people getting hurt. Like, yo, I'm done with the team, you know what I mean? I'm leaving. So they're like, all right, bet. Then After Lauren and them was talking to her uncle with her mom, he pulled off a wire saying he can't do this. Then the feds start rolling up on them, so they gotta bounce, and she gotta use her powers to escape and get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Then after they get up out of there, we go to Polaris. She's talking to Eclipse, and Eclipse is telling us like, yeah, we got there too late. You know what I'm saying? I know Angelina was close to you, Evangelina. I know she was close to you. You know what I mean? Like she saved you one time, and it was like, yeah, and she was heartbroken. You know what I mean? They had a little conversation, and then they switch over to after that they switched back after they found out that they was having a problem. She told them that they fell. Then they was talking to they had kind of like a little, like pretty much at the end of the episode, like they was playing this little soft music, and everybody was like having a reflection of their day. Like Blink, she left, and they show her. She's in the underground now. I mean, with the Warlocks living in the sewers with them, and she's like laying in her little bed, just looking around. Then we got Thunderbird. He just like looking in the mirror because he's at the crib all alone. And you got Lauren and Andy, like they both going through their little reflections after they little beef through the episode when they had a little fight in the dream state, and Lauren had got over on her, on him. She got over on her brother, and then Andy, the music little changed up a little bit when it came to him, and like he was in his bed, but then they look up and the triplets was right there, and they were just like, "Yo, close your eyes and think of your sister," because they're going to try to do something where they're going to try to manipulate her mind, and they're going to force her to be on the team because they said earlier, like, yo, if she ain't on the team, that yo, she's gonna have to die. You know what I mean? That's what the triplets were saying to each other. You know what I mean? So, and that was pretty much the basis of the whole episode. The episode was called Home. You know what I mean? It's my joint, The Gifted. You know what I mean? I love it. It's close to the X-Men. It's like with the mutants and stuff like that. X-Men is probably my favorite clique. So anything X-Men or X-Men related to it, you know what I'm saying, I'm in. And The Gifted is dope, you know what I'm saying? It's a real good TV show. So check it out if you ain't never seen it before. Yo, make sure you hit that likes button. Subscribe to the channel, you know what I mean? We're going to try to be putting out these recaps on these comic book shows every week, but I don't watch Gotham, so we ain't going to get no Gotham or no Legends of Tomorrow, no Supergirls, but I can hook up the Arrow, I can hook up Flash, you know what I'm saying? Black Lightning, The Gifted, Young Justice, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to try to keep this content coming for y'all, you know what I mean, on a regular basis. Some, we got some statue unboxings coming up, you know what I mean? I got a package on the way, should be here in about 4 or 5 days. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it's Nerds in the Hood, man. Yo, subscribe, like, share. Hit me with some comments. Yo, till next time, y'all. I'm out. Peace.